Looks like we already have 7 watching. Okay. Sounds good. Probably start a little before 5 after. Hello, water activists. I'm Sam, and I'm here with my colleague Gigi, and we want to welcome you to your recognition day for the 2023-2024 Water Docs at School program. Today is the day that we at Learning for a Sustainable Future and Water Docs get to celebrate all of you and all the work you've done this year to learn about water, take action to protect it, and share your experience through filmmaking. Every one of you watching right now should be so proud of what you've accomplished. Just a quick note for anyone watching this stream, if you need closed captioning, there's an option to turn that feature on just in the bottom right corner of the YouTube video.
Bienvenue tous à la journée de reconnaissance pour le programme documentaire à l'école de 2023-2024. Juste une petite note pour ceux qui regardent ce live stream avec nous. Si vous avez besoin de sous-titrage, il y a une option pour activer cette fonction juste dans le coin inférieur droit de la vidéo YouTube.
We'd like to begin by acknowledging the many territories across Canada on which we gather virtually today as ancestral homelands of many diverse Indigenous peoples. I myself am coming to you from the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Mississaugas of the New Credit, and the Wendat peoples. We would like to thank the past, present, and future caretakers of this land, and we are so grateful to have the opportunity to work and learn in a community of sharing. May we learn the lessons our Indigenous neighbors have to teach us about living on and with this earth, and about honoring the water that is the lifeblood of us all. We often like to share some artwork from an Indigenous artist from our local First Nations. This illustration that you see here is from the book The Water Walker by Joanne Robertson. Joanne is an Anishinaabe writer, illustrator, and water steward, and the text beside this image in the story reads, "She looked around and she saw how people were disrespecting the water, wasting it, making it unfit for life." We encourage you to check out Joanne's book, The Water Walker.
Nous allons commencer par reconnaître que les nombreux territoires sur lesquels nous réunissons virtuellement aujourd'hui à travers le Canada sont des terres ancestrales de nombreux peuples autochtones divers. Je vis moi-même des territoires traditionnels des nations Mohawk et nous remercions les gardiens passés, présents et futurs de ces terres et nous sommes très reconnaissants d'avoir la possibilité de travailler et d'apprendre au sein d'une communauté de partage. Tirons des leçons que nos voisins autochtones ont à nous apprendre sur la façon de vivre sur et avec cette terre et sur la façon d'honorer l'eau, qui est l'élément vital de chacun d'entre nous.
I'd also like to take a moment to thank our supporters for the Water Docs at School program. It's especially important to us that we're able to offer this program completely without cost to all of your schools. One of the ways that we're able to do this is through generous financial support from TD Friends of the Environment Foundation. We'd also like to thank our partners at Water Docs and Ecologos for making this program possible. And last but not least, we also appreciate all other generous organizations and individuals, especially the Ursuline Sisters and the Marjorie J. Sharp Fund at the Toronto Foundation. We're so grateful for all their generous support.
Nous aimerions remercier la Fondation TD des Amis de l'Environnement, nos partenaires WaterDoc et Ecologos pour avoir rendu ce programme possible. Enfin, nous remercions toutes les autres organisations et personnes généreuses, en particulier les Sœurs Ursulines et le Marjorie J. Sharp Fund de la Fondation de Toronto. Nous sommes très reconnaissants de leur généreux soutien.
Now I'd like to take the opportunity to offer congratulations on behalf of our partners at WaterDocs. WaterDocs is an environmental education organization that has been delivering programs since 1999. They are best known for their WaterDocs Film Festival, which is in its 12th year of sharing storytelling and inspiration through documentary cinema. To all WaterDocs at School participants, on behalf of WaterDocs staff and board members, congratulations and well done.
Au nom du personnel et des membres du conseil d'administration de WaterDocs, je tiens à féliciter tous les participants documentaires à l'école et à leur dire bravo et félicitations.
Thank you so much for attending this special event. It's our great pleasure to welcome you all to this Recognition Day. Gigi and I are here from Learning for a Sustainable Future. LSF is a charity that's been around since 1991. We work all across Canada, but our headquarters are in Toronto. And our goal is to integrate sustainability education into the school system. We think students should be learning more about sustainability, the environment, and how to be active and responsible citizens. And we do this by working at all levels with government, school boards, your teachers, you, and other young people across the country. We want to empower students like you to make our world a better place. And we've really enjoyed working with you this year through the water lessons, the youth forum workshops, and watching your amazing films. We're here today to celebrate the hard work you've done to learn more about water, take action, and become filmmakers. We want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to the WaterDocs at School program. To recognize this commitment, we'll be sending each class a certificate of appreciation and recognition of your successful participation in WaterDocs at School 2023-2024.
We really want to congratulate every class that managed to complete any part of the program this year. As I'm sure you all learned this year, this process is not an easy one. And yet we received an amazing batch of film. So you should be very proud of what you were able to accomplish. And it's really a testament to you and to your teachers. A lot of today's ceremony is going to be about the students and everything you've done to become water stewards and filmmakers this year. But let's all take a moment to say thank you to our teachers as well. It hasn't been easy for them, and to be able to complete the Water Docs at School program is a real achievement for them as well. So students, remember to thank your teachers today. To recognize the accomplishments of every Water Docs at School class this year, we put together a special presentation. See if you can spot your film in the mix. Thank you so much to all the classes that submitted films. If that compilation of hard work and passion does not inspire you, I don't know what will. And as you may know, we award 2 prizes to the Water Docs at School films. One prize is for Best Film and one is for Best Project. The winning class in each category will receive a $500 gift card to Best Buy, which we hope your school can use to support future films for Water Docs at School. Merci à toutes les classes qui ont soumis des films. Si cette compilation de travail acharné et de passion ne vous inspire pas, je ne sais pas ce qui va vous inspirer. Et comme vous le savez peut-être, nous décernons 2 prix au film documentaire à l'école, un prix pour meilleur film et un prix pour le meilleur projet. La classe gagnante dans chaque catégorie recevra une carte cadeau de $500 à Best Buy que votre école pourra, nous espérons, utiliser pour soutenir des films dans le futur documentaire à l'école.
The first category today will be for Best Film. I'll remind you of the criteria that we were looking for. A clear concept and an interesting storyline that flows all the way through, effective use of visual imagery and special effects, good use of film techniques, including framing, lighting, and editing, and good sound quality with consistent volume levels and good balance between dialogue and music. I'm excited to announce that the films shortlisted for Best Film are The Humber River Watershed from Miss Ever's class at Morningstar Middle School, Microplastics in Water, How Team 17 Educated Students from École River Heights School, and The Plastic Tide from Miss Brancard's class at Morningstar. Please join us in viewing our shortlisted best films, starting with the Humber River Watershed from Morningstar Middle School in Mississauga, Ontario.
The Humber River Watershed is located in southern Ontario, Canada, flowing to the GTA. It's a diverse and necessary ecosystem for Peel region. It's home to a variety of different species of plants and animals. Let's take a dive to see how we can protect it.
Habitats, ecosystems, and watersheds. You all know about habitats, like this forest, or this camel's habitat in the desert, or even this penguin's in the Arctic. Well then, what's an ecosystem? Take this metaphor. An ecosystem is a neighborhood in which a dog lives, whereas a habitat is that dog's specific address in that neighborhood. But have you ever heard of a watershed? A watershed is a type of ecosystem. It's the area of land where water drains into a water body, like a large river. Water flows from the land by the way of smaller rivers, streams, and creeks. These are called tributaries. The water that collects into the basin eventually flows down into our ground, becoming groundwater, which is a large fraction of our drinking water here in the GTA.
The Humber River is home to many fish species like rainbow trout, brown trout, northern pike, and smallmouth bass that contribute to its health. Some aquatic critters can tell a lot about our water body. With that in mind, let's take a look at the study done by the students of Morningstar Middle School at a local tributary, Mimico Creek.
Hi, so I'm here today at Mimico Creek with EcoSpark. So today we're testing for water quality, and how we're doing that is we're collecting BMIs in the water. They're basically like little tiny bugs in the water, and some of them are more resistant to pollution than other ones. We're testing to see what BMIs we find. We find a lot of resistant ones and not that many that are sensitive to pollution. That probably means that there's a lot of pollution in the water.
We didn't find any sensitive BMIs, but we did find multiple mid to high resistance ones, which means our creek wasn't doing so well. We took it on ourselves to do an investigation into why. Here's what we found.
We looked at where our watershed was located and found that it was mostly in urban areas and not in rural areas at all, which is where watersheds are used to being located. Then we looked at what causes the pollution and found that it was mostly urban runoff and other things that had to do with urbanization. Our cities and communities aren't built with the natural environment, but rather against it, and that is the issue. This is a problem of today. Here's what the TRCA, a main stakeholder in conserving the Humber River watershed, had to say about the urgency of this issue. As urbanization exfoliates the impacts of climate change, it will be increasingly important that we take action to improve the health and resiliency of the Humber River watershed. Healthy watersheds provide many benefits to both natural and human communities by providing clean drinking water, supporting biodiversity, protecting the quality of water, and improving climate resiliency, says Liz from TRCA. All of this can seem really overwhelming, so what do you even do? Well, here's what we did. To spread awareness in our school community, we showed our documentary to a couple of grade 6 students and inspired them to take action. We also have a workshop scheduled with a grade 4 class where we're going to take them to stations, show them our documentary, and inspire them to take action in their community. We believe one of the best things we can do is to inspire change in our community.
Did our documentary inspire you to take action?
Yeah, it actually did.
So do you guys think that this video might have inspired you to take some action? Yeah.
Once again, we ask, what can you do? Here are some tips from our 6th graders.
What can you do in your school community to spread awareness about water conservation?
Maybe like send out posters, maybe like put some stuff in the hallway to just like let other people know about what we're doing to our water bodies in our area or outside of our area.
What do you guys think that you as young people can do in your community to help this cause?
So we had not litter, would recycle, raise awareness.
Raise awareness.
We can create a club or something, and in those clubs we can make posters and slideshows and share it around the school.
What message do you want to give to other students through this documentary?
Protect the water!
What message do you want to give to other students about water conservation?
Protect your water!
Thank you so much to the Humber River Watershed team and Miss Everett's class. We loved your animations and your original footage that you captured at Mimico Creek, and you did a really professional job. Next up is microplastics in water, how Team 17 educated students from McCullough River Heights School in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hi, we are Team 17 from McCullough River Heights School, a club that uses the 17 Sustainable Development Goals as a springboard for projects and ideas that help make the world a better place.
This is our submission showing what we did this year in relation to our project on microplastics in the water system. Nous espérons que vous aimez ce vidéo.
We wanted our project to focus on microplastics within the water system. Due to the time of year, we were unable to do our own hands-on project, so we teamed up with the International Institute for Sustainable Development.
Hi, my name is Desiree and I'm a biologist at the Experimental Lakes area.
They created material just for us and also invited us to participate in a virtual meeting for university students and professors.
Team 17 from Riverhead School, welcome.
Hello, I am Leo from Team 17, a group of 7 and 8 kids in a club who are doing a project on this.
Grade 7 and 8.
Yes, and I'd like to know if how many lakes you did this project on.
Yeah, thanks.
As an active service, we took the information we learned and created an 18-minute long video to share with local elementary schools.
Hello, we are Team 17, a club which pursues the 17 Sustainable Development Goals for a better society.
We visited 6 schools, 13 classes, reaching a total of 328 students. Please enjoy clips from our video that we shared with students to educate and inspire them to make a difference.
I'm Nora. I'm Ayla. And we are Team 17 members from McCullough River Heights School.
Responsible consumption and reduction.
Cause of pollution.
Hello, we are members of Team 17. My name is Felix.
And my name is Jace.
Microplastics are defined as plastic that is polluted all over the world.
Large amounts of microplastic pollution is from clothing.
Microplastic is one of the many leading causes to climate change, like my farts.
Microplastics are small, harmful particles of plastic which are bad for our environment, specifically when they enter our waters. Only 9% of microplastics are recycled today, which means that the rest are ending up in our ecosystems. It is not only dangerous to us, but it's also dangerous to marine life.
80% of all microplastics are ending up in landfills and natural environments.
We were very excited to be included with a project through the International Institute for Sustainable Development. We took part in our seminar on how they are doing research to see how microplastics affect freshwater lakes. Microplastics have a big impact on all animals, either physically, like making them full of plastic, or chemically, when it affects their ability to reproduce.
There are a lot of things we can do to cut down microplastics in water.
Yeah, there are. And here's some ways you can do it.
Instead of throwing clothes out or giving to places like the Goodwill. This is so last season.
Ooh, this is a cool shirt.
Team 17 did a great job capturing footage of your team in action, and we loved your cool green screen effects. Finally, we have the plastic tide from Miss Brancart's class at Morningstar.
Water is the driving force of all nature. This is Mimico Creek in Malton, Ontario. In Malton, we are fortunate to have many rivers and creeks. These waterways flow into Lake Ontario, which provides fresh water for millions of people, plants, and animals. If they were to get polluted, it would be catastrophic. Here my class is researching how polluted it is by observing which animals are living inside. From the results, we learned that it isn't in a very good state. The animals we found living inside, such as earthworms and mayflies, have high tolerances to pollution, which means that the river has high levels of pollution. At Mimico Creek, we also observed many wrappers, bags, and various other plastics. Microplastics are a very big problem around the world, affecting many communities and ecosystems. When plastics aren't disposed of properly, UV radiation from the sun slowly degrades the plastic, making it brittle. That plastic can then get blended up by the ocean's waves, turning it into microplastics, 5 millimeters or less. There are also many different types of microplastics, such as fibers, microbeads, fragments, nurdles, and foam. In fact, fibers account for 71% of the total microplastics pollution in the Great Lakes. Microplastics can't be biodegraded or digested. Marine animals often mistake pieces of microplastic for food and end up ingesting them. These pieces can then block the animal's digestive system or embed themselves into the animal's flesh. Other animals and humans eat these animals, passing the microplastics along. Not only that, but they can also be inhaled through the air. Plastics contain many chemicals such as BPA, VOCs, PCBs, and PAHs to make them more durable and flexible. But when these are ingested, they can cause immune system dysfunction, chronic inflammation, cancer, and more. But microplastics aren't just in the ocean. They're in everything we drink and eat out of. On average, a liter of one bottled water includes about 240,000 microplastics. They're in our food, air, and almost everything we touch. After collecting a lot of data, my class went to another creek, and this time we picked up many pieces of garbage. In total, we collected around 125 pieces of garbage.
Along with picking up plastics ourselves, we can also do many other things to help mitigate the effects of microplastics. We can reduce plastic usage in our lives with small actions. We can support companies that reduce the use of plastic, not buy plastic products, try to reuse plastic for as long as we can. We could also participate in citizen science to help further research for solutions. While microplastics are a worrying problem, if we all do our part, we can help our community by demonstrating good citizenship and better the world.
Thank you so much to the Plastic Tide team from Ms. Franker's class. We were blown away by your editing skills. Congratulations to all three groups on your incredible films. Without any further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce that this year's winners in the category of Best Film are Ms. Franker's class at Morningstar Middle School with the Plastic Tide. Your class will receive a $500 Best Buy gift card to support your future filmmaking endeavors. And a huge congratulations also to our runners-up in Miss Everett's Morning Middle School class for the Humber River Watershed, and to our honorable mentions at École River High Plastics in Water, how Team 17 educated students. You will each receive a certificate recognizing your achievement in the Best Film category. Congratulations.
Our second category is for Best Project. For this award, we're looking for projects that were youth-led from start to finish, a defined project goal that addressed a local water issue, accurate, appropriate data and research, involvement of stakeholders, and demonstration of creative action and measurable impacts. The films shortlisted for this year's Best Project Award are Clear and Aware, Water We Care from George Street Middle School, The Innovation Fashion Project from Birchmount School, and Chemical Busters from George Street Middle School. Please join us in viewing our shortlisted best projects. The first one up is Clear and Aware, Water We Care from George Street Middle School in Fredericton, New Brunswick.
I respectfully acknowledge that George Street stands on the unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land.
anyone about what water contamination is, and they will tell you the definition. But do they know about the effects on themselves?
We are Pure Impact, and we're here to tell you about the effects of water contamination.
But for those who don't know what water contamination is, let's start from the beginning.
Water contamination occurs when chemicals, microplastics, and garbage contaminate a body of water like a stream, river, lake, oceans, and so on.
It reduces the water quality, which makes it unsafe to drink and can lead to illnesses. Water contamination is a rising problem in our community, and we're getting affected by it. We had a brief interview with Grand Chief Ron Tremblay, and we found out that it's not good for our community.
Every day you drink clean water. Your pets drink clean water. But do you know how dirty the water source is? Water contamination has affected us more than ever, from being some of the causes of cancer, reproductive organ issues, and nervous system issues.
But water contamination affects us in the bigger picture. To explain further, we eat the contaminants in the river.
Water contaminants such as plastics, microplastics, and styrofoams can get stuck in the river. And if we get stuck in the river, fishes can also mistake it for food and consume it. And if they do that, we also eat these same fish, which can also get us a higher chance of getting diseases.
So it's like an ongoing cycle that happens repeatedly, and we get sick by eating those animals.
Apart from the effect of water contamination on humans, they have a much bigger impact on animals, the marine animals. The marine animals often mistake it for food, they swim in it, they sleep in it, and due to that, it's affected them a lot. I mean, over 100 million marine animals die each year due to the water contaminants.
These problems have been going on for far too long, so we decided to act.
When we were brainstorming our actions, we decided that we want to do something that would inform the public about the issues of water contamination on our Woolastook River. So when we actually thought, we decided that we wanted to do a bake sale because our main goal was to raise enough money to donate to a local charity that helps clean and support the Woolastook River.
During the bake sale, we had our survey on a bulletin board. Here are some of the answers we got from our survey.
The bake sale was hosted at our school's multicultural potluck, and we raised over $180. The funds were donated to Ducks Unlimited.
Since it was a multicultural potluck, we took this opportunity to tell the newcomers of Fredericton about the ongoing issues about the Woolastook River.
To get the young kids involved, we did an online presentation to a grade 5 class in Liverpool. After that, we decided to play a Kahoot, and we got good results.
We wanted to get our school involved, so we made a petition poster that the whole school signed in order to help protect the Woolastook River.
The petition was a reminder to all students that their actions matter and that they should try to protect the Woolastook River.
After we did the petition, we decided to let our classmates hear from the experts themselves.
So, we got Benjamin Shannon from the Forestry Complex to come talk to our class about erosion and how it is unhealthy for the environment. Some of our classmates even got to ask him some questions.
With the help of Benjamin Shannon, we were able to get some trees to plant close to the river bay. Planting trees helped the water quality by capturing, storing, and using rainfall. As a whole class, we did the river cleanup. During the river cleanup, we found garbage close to the river. Most of the garbage were snack wrappers, food napkins, styrofoam, and basic household trash.
What can you do to help keep contaminants out of the river?
Firstly, make sure the water you and your pets drink are purified. You can get your water tested by a professional.
You can also stop littering and do cleanups around your local river.
We are Pure Impact, and we're signing off.
Thank you, George Street. We love the variety of actions that you chose to tackle your problem and have an impact. Le prochain projet est The Innovation Fashion Project de l'école Birchmount à Moncton, au Nouveau-Brunswick. Et comme vous le saviez, Documentaire à l'école est un programme bilingue et nous avons été ravis de recevoir cette soumission en français.
Le défi de la mode innovant. Première étape, apprendre pourquoi le textile est un problème.
Le textile rapide est mauvais pour l'environnement. Les textiles sont 10% de notre émission charbon, environ 4 milliards de tonnes de CO2 par année. C'est beaucoup de pollution. Les vêtements utilisent 93 milliards de mètres cubiques par année. C'est 4% de notre utilisation sur l'eau. C'est trop d'eau.
Les vêtements ont du microplastique dans le tissu et iront dans les poissons et dans notre eau.
Étape 2. Sensibiliser toute l'école. Nous avons créé et placé des affiches dans notre école pour que les élèves de Birchmount apprennent comment prévenir des déchets de textiles et pourquoi c'est l'ouvrir pour notre planète. Étape 3. Commencer notre plan d'action. Nous demander pour les donations de vêtements sur Facebook. Créer des nouveaux matériels écologiques. Nous avons fait des bioplastiques pour les accessoires. Nous aussi fait les bioplastiques qui brillent dans le noir. On a fait du faux cure en kombucha. Maintenant, planifions nos projets. Merci Labo Créatif pour les machines à coudre.
Oui, bonjour, je m'appelle Lily, puis j'ai fait des choses de denim, trust the process. Alors ça, on va ça, et on va faire une slit dans le sang. Au revoir.
Maintenant, crayons. Nous avons changé les vêtements qui seraient jetés aux poubelles en nouveaux trésors. Nous utilisons beaucoup de créativité. Nous utilisons les différentes techniques comme la stylo 3D. Nous aussi fait beaucoup de choses qui brillent dans le noir. Nous avons aussi réparé des choses. Nous avons présenté notre projet à la fois des labos créatifs.
Merci Labo Créatif!
Merci Birchmount. Quel beau projet avec beaucoup de créativité et une utilisation géniale de la technologie. Last but not least, we have Chemical Busters from George Street Middle School.
I need to put my water bottle in. Oh, this water doesn't taste right.
Yo, did you spill up your water bottle?
Yeah, why?
Did you read the sign?
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, this looks like a job for Chemical Busters!
We respectfully acknowledge that George Stream Middle School stands on the unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land. The lands of Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. The river that runs by our school is known as the Wolastoq, along which live Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river.
Hey, we're the Chemical Busters!
Hi, I'm Terry. Me and my class have a presentation from Luminaltra and Quartermain companies about water contamination and chemicals in the water. Our group learned a lot from those two presentations.
Hi, I'm Hillary. We decided that we wanted to research and dive deep into this topic since it's not talked about a lot and needs to be discussed more.
We presented our QR code at an open house and to 3 other classes, and we found out they didn't know much about our topic.
We presented to 2 6th grade classes about our topic and quizzed them with the Kahoot. After the Kahoot, we gave out candy to the classes.
We needed more information about our topic, so we decided to book a Teams meeting with Luminaltra. We asked them some questions and they gave us good responses. We learned some good information and wrote down some notes. They also sent us a fact sheet with some good information that we used.
Our class and other class doing water dogs went for river cleanup on the Wolastoq River.
The things that we found the most are cigarette butts and plastic wrappers.
After the presentation, some students asked some questions and we gave them some answers. The teacher also asked some questions and gave some good comments on our presentation.
We took some group pictures and took some with another group.
Take nothing less.
Now that you know some information, how can you help?
We made a Canva poster with 5 tips to reduce chemical contamination/pollution.
What can you do to help?
Don't throw electronic in the garbage.
Over time, electronics can leak out toxic chemicals such as mercury, lead, and other harmful chemicals. You can donate your electronics to someone that needs them or give them to local shops that know how to dispose them properly.
Limit the use of motor vehicles.
Motor vehicles release gases which pollute the air and release chemicals into the air. You should try to go walking, use public transportation, carpooling, biking, and more. Use household chemicals before they expire.
Try to use household chemicals before they expire, because if you leave them to expire, you can't use them anymore. And you have to throw them out and they will release toxins into the environment.
Give away chemicals you don't need.
If you have some extra paint, detergent, or other household chemicals you don't use, give them away instead of throwing them out.
Now that you know how to dispose chemicals, where should you dispose them?
Some places you can dispose of chemicals properly are MK Electro Recycling, Staples, and Recycle MB.
Don't pour chemicals down the drain.
If you pour chemicals down the drain, it could clog the drain or leak and cause water contamination.
Thank you, Chemical Busters. What a thorough look at the solutions to your problem. And also apologies for our brief technical difficulties. Congratulations to all 3 groups on your fantastic projects. I hope you're all very proud of the change you've been able to make this year. Without further ado, it gives us great pleasure to announce that this year's winning class in the category of Best Project is Birchmount School for their Innovation Fashion Project. Your class will receive a $500 Best Buy gift card to support your future filmmaking endeavors. Les gagnants de cette année dans la catégorie du Meilleur projet sont l'école Birchmount avec leur projet The Innovation Fashion Project. Votre classe recevra une carte cadeau Best Buy d'une valeur de $500 pour soutenir vos futurs projets. Once again, congratulations to all of our runners-up at George Street Middle School for Clear and Aware, Water We Care, and our honorable mentions also from George Street with Chemical Busters. You will each receive a certificate recognizing your achievements in the best project category.
Whether you're one of our winners today or not, on behalf of LSF and WaterDocs, we want to thank you all so much for participating in the WaterDocs at School program this year. Your water activism has helped make our watersheds a better place, and your films will continue to inspire other students across Canada to become change makers just like you. We hope that you'll carry all the things you learned with you today and keep creating that ripple effect. Thank you for coming, everyone. Have a safe and fun summer.
Nous espérons que vous emportez avec vous tout ce que vous avez appris aujourd'hui et que vous continuerez à cet effet d'entraînement. Nous vous remercions tous d'être venus et nous vous souhaitons un bel été.